Google just did something unprecedented. They released what they're calling the Complete Guide to Nano Banana Pro, and it's a masterclass in exposing how badly everyone's been using AI image generators. Truly, if you're still typing dog park 4K realistic into an image generator, Google is about to blow your mind. Nano Banana Pro represents a fundamental shift from fun image generation to functional professional asset production. Even executives from OpenAI, NVIDIA, and Salesforce have sung the tool's praises. Google isn't positioning this as a toy anymore. This is a professional tool, and they've laid out 10 specific tips to prove it. Some of these capabilities are mesmerizing, so let's break down exactly what Google wants you to know. Right off the bat, Google's first major tip is about text rendering, infographics, and visual synthesis. They claim Nano Banana Pro has state-of-the-art capabilities for rendering legible, stylized text and turning complex information into visual formats. Here's what that actually means in practice. You can upload a PDF of Google's latest earnings report and prompt it with the following. Generate a clean, modern infographic summarizing the key financial highlights from this earnings report. Include charts for revenue growth and net income, and highlight the CEO's key quote in a stylized pull quote box. The model will compress that dense financial data into a visual aid automatically. But it's not just corporate stuff. You can create a retro 1950s style infographic about the history of American diners with distinct sections for the food, the jukebox, and the decor, all with period-accurate styling. For technical work, you can generate detailed blueprints with proper architectural labeling in 16:9 format, or create a hand-drawn whiteboard diagram explaining transformer neural network architecture, suitable for a university lecture, with different colored markers for encoder and decoder blocks. The second tip is where things get really interesting for content creators: character consistency and viral thumbnails. Nano Banana Pro supports up to 14 reference images with 6 in high fidelity, enabling what Google calls identity locking. You can place a specific person or character into completely new scenarios without any facial distortion. Their example for creating a viral thumbnail is incredibly specific. Design a viral video thumbnail using a person from a reference image. Keep their facial features exactly the same, but change their expression to excited and surprised. Pose them on the left side, pointing toward the right. Place a high-quality image of avocado toast on the right. Add a bold yellow arrow connecting their finger to the toast. Overlay massive pop-style text saying, "Done in 3 minutes" in Chinese with thick white outline and drop shadow, all against a blurred bright kitchen background with high saturation and contrast. That's a complete YouTube thumbnail in a single prompt. You could also create a funny 10-part story with 3 fluffy plush characters going on a tropical vacation, keeping their attire and identity consistent across all images while varying expressions and angles. Here's tip 3, and this one's genuinely wild: grounding with Google Search. Nano Banana Pro can actually use Google Search to generate imagery based on real-time data, current events, or factual verification. The model will think and reason about the search results before generating the image, which dramatically reduces hallucinations on timely topics. You can ask it to generate an infographic of the best times to visit U.S. national parks in 2025 based on current travel trends, and it'll search for that data, process it, then create the visual. This isn't speculation, this is dynamic data visualization. Tip 4 covers advanced editing, restoration, and colorization. The model excels at complex edits through conversational prompting, including in-painting, restoration, colorization, and style swapping. You don't need to manually mask anything. Just tell it what to change naturally. For object removal and in-painting, you can say, "Remove the tourist from the background of this photo and fill the space with logical textures like cobblestones and storefronts that match the surrounding environment." The physics understanding is good enough that you can ask it to fill a glass with liquid, and it'll handle reflections and transparency correctly. For manga or comic colorization, upload a black and white panel and prompt, "Colorize this manga panel." Use a vibrant anime-style palette. Ensure the lighting effects on the energy beams are glowing neon blue, and the character's outfit is consistent with their official colors. You can even do localization. Take a London bus stop ad and ask it to adapt it to a Tokyo setting, translating the tagline to Japanese and changing the background to a bustling Shibuya street at night. Tip 5 is absolutely game-changing for designers. Dimensional translation. You can translate 2D schematics into 3D visualizations or vice versa. Google's example for interior designers is particularly impressive. Upload a 2D floor plan and this prompt: generate a professional interior design presentation board in a single image. Layout: a collage with one large main image at the top showing a wide-angle perspective of the living area and 3 smaller images below for master bedroom, home office, and a 3D top-down floor plan. Style: apply a modern minimalist style with warm oak wood flooring and off-white walls across all images. Quality: photorealistic rendering, soft natural lighting. One prompt, complete presentation board. Or for meme creators, you can turn the "this is fine dog" meme into a photorealistic 3D render, keeping the composition identical but making the dog look like a plush toy and the fire look like realistic flames. The 6th tip focuses on high resolution and textures. Nano Banana Pro supports native 1K to 4K image generation, which is particularly useful for detailed textures or large format prints. You can explicitly request high resolutions in your prompts and describe high-fidelity details like imperfections and surface textures. Their 4K example reads like poetry. Harness native high-fidelity output to craft a breathtaking atmospheric environment of a mossy forest floor. Command complex lighting effects and delicate textures, ensuring every strand of moss and beam of light is rendered in pixel-perfect resolution suitable for a 4K wallpaper. Or create a hyper-realistic infographic of a gourmet cheeseburger, deconstructed to show the texture of the toasted brioche bun, the seared crust of the patty, and the glistening melt of the cheese, with each layer labeled with its flavor profile. Tip 7 reveals something fascinating about how the model actually works: thinking and reasoning. Nano Banana Pro defaults to a thinking process where it generates interim thought images, which you're not charged for, to refine composition before rendering the final output. This allows for data analysis and solving visual problems. You can literally ask it to solve complex equations on a whiteboard, showing clear steps, or analyze a finished room and generate a before image, showing what it looked like during construction with exposed framing and unfinished drywall. Tip 8 covers one-shot storyboarding and concept art. You can generate sequential art or storyboards, ensuring cohesive narrative flow in a single session. Google's example is creating an addictively intriguing 9-part story with 9 images featuring a woman and man in an award-winning luxury luggage commercial with emotional highs and lows, ending on an elegant shot with the logo. The identity and attire must stay consistent throughout, but they're seen from different angles and distances, all in 16:9 landscape format, generated one at a time. Tip 9 is about structural control and layout guidance. Input images aren't just for character references. You can use them to strictly control composition and layout. Upload a hand-drawn napkin sketch to define exactly where text and objects should sit. Then ask it to create the final ad following that sketch. Use grid images to generate pixel art sprites that fit perfectly into a 64:64 grid for LED displays. You can even create sprite sheets for frame-by-frame animations following a reference structure exactly, then extract each cell to make a GIF. The 10th tip is really a call to action. Google wants you to experiment in Google AI Studio to test prompts and parameters. Check out the Nano Banana powered apps in their app gallery. Vibe code your dream app in AI Studio Build. Or dive into the developer guide and Gemini API cookbook for coding integration. What Google's really saying here is that Nano Banana Pro isn't just another image generator. It's a professional asset production tool that thinks, reasons, and understands intent. So the question is, are you ready to take advantage of it? Drop a comment below and subscribe for more AI insights.